In this video, we're going to look at modelling with differential equations, and in particular, we're going to solve the differential equations that we formed in the last video. Let's have a look. Okay, so in the last video, we formed a differential equation modelling this setup, which is that a colony of bacteria is growing at a rate proportional to the number of bacteria, n, in the colony. And we saw that was that the rate of change of the number of bacteria, dn by dt, was proportional to, so k times, the number of bacteria. So it says, given that there are initially 2,000 bacteria in the colony and that after 2 hours there are 2,400, solve the differential equation. That means come up with an equation that tells me what the number of bacteria is in terms of time. Okay, it's just a formula for n in terms of t. So let's solve this differential equation then. So we're going to separate variables because I've got n, a dn by dt here, and I've got an n there. I want all of the n's over with the dn by dt's. So 1 over n dn by dt, and that's equal to some constant k. So can I solve this? I can. I just integrate both sides with respect to t. So that's 1 over n dn, and that's equal to the integral of k with respect to t. So both of these are fairly simple integrals. Integral of 1 over n with respect to n is ln n, and on the right hand side it's just kt plus c. So I want this in the form n equals, so n is going to equal e to the kt plus c, but as we've seen in our separating variables video, when you've got e to the something plus a constant, just imagine splitting that into e to the kt times e to the c, and call e to the c a. It's just a new constant. So n equals a, some constant, e to the kt. So there's our formula that links the number of bacteria and the number and time, and it's exponential growth. Okay, I can see that because it's some multiple of e to the power of some function of time. But there are these two unknowns, a and k, these two constants I need to work out. But I've been given two bits of information. I've been told that initially there are 2,000 bacteria, and after 2 hours there are 2,400. So those two bits of information will help me figure out those two unknowns. The first one is really easy because initially means when t equals 0. So when t equals 0, n is 2,000. I could just take a note of that. When t equals 0, n is 2,000. So I know that 2,000 must equal a times e to the 0k. Well, e to the 0 is 1, so I now know that a is 2,000. So that's good. I now know that n equals 2,000 e to the kt. But what's k? Well, I'm going to use this next bit of information here, which was when t is 2, n is 2,400. So what I can say is that 2,400 equals 2,000 e to the kt, but this is when t equals 2, so that's 2k. Okay, dividing through by 2,000, I get 2,400 divided by 2,000 is 1.2, and that's what e to the 2k should be. So ln of both sides gets me that 2k is ln of 1.2, and then that means that k is 1/2 ln 1.2. It's a bit messy, but you know, bacteria don't grow in neat ways. I might actually round this to a few decimal places. So 1/2 times ln 1.2 is 0.0912. 0.0912. All of which means my final answer is the number of bacteria is 2,000 e to the 0.0912 t. So that's the equation that links time and the size of the colony. And I could, for example, figure out now how many bacteria they're going to be in 3 hours, for example. Okay, let's have a look at another example. All right, this is a bit of a classic, this question. It is going to get messy. The numbers aren't pretty, but it's a good challenge of whether we know our techniques. So we've got a cup of coffee. We looked at this in the last video, cooling at a rate proportional to the difference between its temperature, theta, and room temperature. And we saw that the differential equation here is that the rate of change of the temperature, d theta by dt, was, and it's cooling, so we said that was minus k times the difference between its temperature, theta, and room temperature. So we need to solve this differential equation. So we can do that, we just need to separate variables. All the thetas over to the right, everything else on the left. So, okay, so that's going to be 1 over theta minus 20 d theta by dt equals minus k. And now I can integrate both sides with respect to t. So the integral of 1 over theta minus 20 d theta, because remember the dt's will cancel, is the integral of minus k dt. Okay, so I can integrate this left-hand side pretty easily. It's just ln of theta minus 20. And the right-hand side is also fine. It's just minus kt plus c. And ultimately I want to find, well, it says given that the coffee is initially 90 degrees and 10 minutes later is 70, find its temperature after 15 minutes. So I want a formula which just tells me temperature in terms of time. So e to the power of both sides, I get theta minus 20 is e to the minus kt plus c. And now we've seen a few times that that is just some constant times e to the power of that stuff. And so what I have is theta equals a e to the minus kt plus 20. And the two things I don't know are a and k. So my challenge is to find those using these boundary conditions. So the first one is nice and easy. I know that initially when t equals 0, the temperature is 90. So that tells me that 90 is a e to the 0 times t plus 20. Well, e to the 0 is 1, subtract 20 from both sides and I get a is 70. So that wasn't too bad. What about k? Well, I now know, I know that after 10 minutes it's 70 degrees. So I know that 70 needs to be equal to 70 e to the k times t, and t is 10. So that's 10, well, minus 10k plus 20. And this is where it gets messy. So subtract 20 from both sides, and I've got 50 equals 70 e to the minus 10k. So 5/7 is e to the minus 10k. Minus 10k is therefore ln of 5/7, and that means that k, if I do minus 1/10 of ln 5/7, minus 1/10 multiplied by ln of 5/7, I get k is 0.0336. 3 or 4 significant figures is all right. Let's go with one more. So what do we know? We know that this here cup of coffee, its temperature, theta, is, I know what A is, it's 70, so that's 70 e to the minus kt, and here's k, so minus 0.03365 t plus 20. And what do we want to know? We want to know what's its temperature after 15 minutes. I mean, by now, the coffee's just gone cold, hasn't it? But we've been working on this problem so long. So when t equals 15, theta is, well, I'm just going to sub this in. So 70 times e to the minus 0.03365 times 15 plus 20. And the answer is 62.3 degrees Celsius. So there we have it. All right, so that's what modeling with differential equations is all about. It's about getting down and dirty with the numbers. They are messy. It's all pretty advanced, but if you can get good at these sorts of questions, it practices so many different aspects of the course that if you can master this, you really have mastered calculus. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you in the next video for some more practice of modeling with differential equations.